Hey, mommy, what? Get what size what? I don't got no money.
Earlier you told me you got
I don't
money.
give a damn what I said.
No, I'm sending them. Go ahead, Journey.
Oh, she's sending you.
You need milk for the coffee.
You need what?
Milk.
Unlock your card.
I'm not unlocking shit. Your sister's sending you. The fuck? What you look, Jerry, he working on his car. He got it flipped upside down like he need work on it. You working on your car, man? Your car, you fixed it now? You fixed your car now? Oh, you gotta fix it again, it won't work?
You know what? I'm gonna work with what I got. Jurian! Never mind, man. I'm gonna work with what I got. I'm gonna make you one too.
No, get it if it's nasty.
No, I'm talking about milk, because it got a lot of milk.
You fixing your truck, man? You fixing it? It broke down? Well, see, can you drive it now? Uh-oh, it looked like it started up. You got it to start up? My little man is a natural born mechanic. Natural born mechanic. So I fixed that, auntie. Mwah. He's a natural born mechanic. Your sister gonna make you and her one, man.
I'm gonna make you one, but
See when we go to the store?
no, because I'm gonna work with what I got.
Hey, Future, huh? Give me that remote.
Give me the remote. Give me the remote. No!
Thank you. Yeah.
Jurian,
Hey, always, how are you? I hope y'all having a great Saturday. My Saturday is going bananas. You hear me? My Saturday is going bananas. I got the most. How should I put it? Hey, the Battle Zone. How are you? Happy Saturday, everyone.
Okay.
My Saturday is going bananas. I'm doing good.
why didn't you crack the ice?
My kids is getting on my nerves, especially my daughter. Why is always the oldest child? Why is always the oldest child the one that get on your nerves the most? And you would think, hey Telly, you would think that when your kids get older, they don't get on your nerves. My daughter is going on 26 years old, and she get on my nerves the most. Like what? Like what? It's nothing like having my kids around. The hell with the rest of the family. I could be around my kids all day, every day, even though they get on my damn nerves. I can be around them every day, all day. The rest of the family, they can go about their damn business. See, everybody keep talking about family. I love my family, but I got a ghetto-ass hood family. I'd rather be around just my kids. And they get on my damn nerves, too. Oh, the thing about it is, my kids, I can admit, they really they show me a lot of appreciation. They do. It's my kids show me like great appreciation. Like they always like let me know that they thinking about me. They always they just get on my nerves. They just get on my damn nerves. Other than that, I love them to death. But they just get on my nerves. They get on my nerves. I had well, all you gotta do, plant base, is not come on my live. How you gonna come on my live and make the comment you just made? Like you came on my live, plant base, to tell me how you feel, just to comment to me how you feel. Like that's crazy. Like you say what you just said, and then you're gonna come in my live and then you're gonna comment it so I can see it to let me know, just so you can say like what type of? That's crazy. Like you basically telling me you hate my channel. What can you do so that cause you would never see my channel again? Just to come on my channel to tell me that. Like, why not just pass it? Like, ain't that crazy? Thank you, James. Ain't that crazy though? He comes on my live just to say I fucking hate your shit. Why come on? Then as soon as you saw my name, you should have been like, nope, and keep scrolling. But he made it his business to tap the screen, make it. I'm trying to tell y'all. Please believe me when I tell y'all, it is more NPCs than clones. I'm trying to tell you, it's more NPCs than clones. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, because that right there ain't make no sense to me. That right there ain't make no sense. Like, that was crazy. That was bizarre right there. That was bizarre right there, what just happened. And he really think it affected me. Like, no, it didn't. I never seen that dude a day in my life. I never even saw him come on the live ever. That was his first time ever. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I'm trying to tell y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all what I saw. Let me tell y'all what I saw on TikTok today, right? I'm gonna share it to you, Telly. It was, what's his name? What's that actor name? And he's a scientist, but he's not a scientist, but he studies science shit, but he's an actor. Terrence Howard.
Do you not understand what I'm saying to you?
You should have let him go to the store to get the milk.
Yeah.
Terrence Howard, right? Terrence Howard was on. He made it was a video. No, don't. Well, use your own money.
I don't got no.
Terrence Howard he was talking to some students at a college, right? And he was talking about the energy. And he was saying how human beings don't need to be broken apart. Like we really don't need surgery. We don't need to be broken apart. Because if we had the right energy and it was flowing right, we could heal ourselves through energy, right? And he was saying that he was working with a doctor. And the doctor is trying to use energy and frequency to heal humans naturally of cancer and all types of stuff. And as I was looking at the video, I was listening because usually because I saw many of videos of him talking to these college students, but for some reason I was drawn to what he was saying. And as he was talking, I was saying, "Oh shit!" Like, damn, that is true. And I think I reposted it, but I want to share it on my I want to share the whole video on my page, and I want to give my input on it on my YouTube, but I don't think YouTube gonna allow me for copyright issues. But he basically saying what I'm saying, but I'm telling y'all more in a spiritual way. He's basically giving it to y'all in a scientific way. Because science and spirituality, they kind of link, but they not. See, a lot of scientists, they can't understand spirituality. So what they do is the fact that they can't go deep into spirituality, they find scientific way. Like once you get into science, certain kinds of science, you will be like, it kind of link with spirituality, because a lot of times scientists don't understand spirituality, so they link everything with science. Like the way our bodies was created, the nerves and the frequencies and all of that. All of that has a lot to do with spirituality and the dimension and the realm that we're in. But the fact that scientists can't think in a spiritual way that deep, they tell you it more in a scientific way. The scientific reasons to why our bodies is nerves and all this stuff. They tell you in a scientific way. Just like the earth, how the earth was created, they tell you it more in a scientific way, but they can't give it to you in a spiritual depth way because they are not spiritual beings. They can only give it to you. But anyway, what I was saying was that it hit me when he was saying it, because what Terrence Howard was basically saying was, is that our frequency and energy is off. And the fact that our energy and frequency is off, this is the reason why we are the way we are. This is why we get sick. This is why we are living in the world that we are in, because the frequencies and the energy is off. But if the frequency and the energies was right, we will always be healed. We would never get sick. We would be perfect beings the way that we were. And I was like, damn. Like, that's all I've been talking about. But I don't talk about it in a scientific way. So what he was saying was that if we would just if we would basically energize our way back to how we used to be, we would never get sick. We would never grow old. We would never do these. Leave that alone, boy. So he's working with a doctor to try to see how they can heal humans through energy instead of cutting them up on their heart and, opening up the body. And but see, this is what is going to happen on the planet Earth. See, right now, the energy and the frequency that is on planet Earth, it's been tampered with, right? But the thing about it is that the real energy and the real frequency that we need to be perfect the way we used to be is here. Like, yeah, because it's kind of dark in there and I feel myself screaming. Like the energy and the frequency that we need as human beings is here on Earth. It's always been here with us. But the fact that it is tampered with through the sun and the moon and through the pyramids, because they had to interfere with our pyramids too, because our pyramids is basically our pyramids is basically the antennas to the frequencies. That's why they tampered with the pyramid.
I'm never getting blown again.
Oh, it tastes better?
It's intense, so you don't. It's like 2 shots is 1 shot. So I put 1 shot and it tastes like I put 2. So yeah.
Well, you make sure you pay that amount of money. So when he was saying the way he was saying it, so basically what Terrence Howard was saying was that the energy that we need is still on Earth. It has always been here. Our real energy to make us the original beings who we were. It is being tampered with right now as we speak. So if the energy go back to normal, we would be perfect beings, whereas though we would be self-healed. So right now, what is about to happen is on this planet, what they're not telling us about is that energy that makes us the perfect beings to who we used to be is returning. And when it returns, that energy is so strong. It's so strong until it's basically going to black out the energy that we are currently in. This is why they talk about the EMP, the blackout, the reset. Because what's going to happen is that the real energy that we supposed to have is so intense, it's so strong until it's basically going to destroy the energy that we are in now. Because we are in low frequency energy. But the energy that we need is extremely high frequency. So if you have a extremely high frequency, it's going to burn out everything else. This is why the government and leaders all over the world is talking about a new source of energy. Because right now we are in the 5G energy. The kind of world that we are looking at right now, the kind of world that we are coming into with this new AI, is going to be AI. It's going to be real intense. And the 5G that we are on right now, we're going to need at least 10G worth of energy. You got electrical cars, you know, everything is going to be ran electrical. You're going to have, even us, not us, but the people that take the mark. This mark is going to be electromagnetic. So they're going to need a lot more energy because the earth is going to be full of new energy. So it's like they're going to have to come up with another energy source, because the energy source that's about to hit this planet is going to be the natural earth energy source. And that is way too intense. And I'm not even looking at the comments. I'm not even looking at the comments. I'm not even looking at the comments. I ain't even looking at the comments. Cause I'm so infatuated with what I heard. Matter of fact, I'ma see if I can I'm going to see if I can share it on my YouTube, and then I can explain it better. Because basically what Terrence Howard is saying is that the energy that we have on earth with us right now that is keeping us the way that we are, it is basically pulling us away. It's all, you know how when you got two magnets and they stick together, and it's hard for you to pull them apart because they are linked together for a reason. That means negative and positive, they link together, right? But if you have two negative, they're gonna be like apart. You can't, you know, when you have two negative magnets, they can't come together. They're gonna keep like falling apart, right? It's like no matter what you do, they're not gonna link because the energy is pulling them apart. But if you got a negative and positive, they stick together. So right now, the energy that we are living in, it is the same energy. It's two negatives. So it's us right here, and it's our real energy. So what they did was, instead of making the energy high and low, it's all one energy, and it's pulling us away from our real energy apart. It's like the female. You know how you got XY chromosome, then you got XX chromosome. So the natural chromosome, then you got the mix. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you all about it because I'm just too excited to talk about it. But he opened up. He basically, when I saw that video, he basically opened me up to another awakening, like, you know, and basically, human beings are basically the positive, and the energy that we living under is negative. And the fact that we are, even though we are the positive side of energy and we living in the negative energy, we are drawn away from our natural energy. But if we was living in our real energy that we supposed to be under, our energy that is in us and the energy of the earth would link. So the earth would feed us. The earth would give us our energy because we are linked together. We are basically one with the earth. We are earth. Because everything that the earth has, you know, it will feed us. So we are basically one with the earth. It's like we are earth. But the fact that they have tampered with the energy, you got a negative and then you have a positive, is going to be apart. You know what I'm saying? No, it's like they took our energy and they messed with it. So when you got two negative, it is pulling the energy apart. So we don't have our natural energy and our natural ability that we're supposed to have. It's like it was taken away. You know what I'm saying? But if the energy was right on earth, the energy from earth will come straight through us. This is why that's not our real sun. The energy of earth will basically show through us. It will absorb through us, and we would be magnetic. You know how they trying to take your hand, and you can put your hand on certain things and you can turn it on. But honestly, we are such high energy beings until we are like magnets. Like you should be able to put your hand on a TV and turn it on. You should be able to open up your hand and sparks come out. You know how when you touch something and you get electrocuted just by touching it? That's how we are as beings. That's how we are. But the fact that they tamper with the energy, we don't know how high our energy is because they lowered it. So it's like I showed you the video, Will. I'm explaining them the video that I shared with you, Will. And it's like I don't know. Maybe Will can explain it a little better than I can. I guess because I'm too excited. Maybe I'm okay. Let me calm down. Maybe I'm just too excited. That's probably why it's coming out crazy. But maybe if I wasn't so excited, it would come out a little better and explainable. But when I seen that video, he was just saying a lot of trigger words, right? And everything he was saying was like, oh shit. But if he would have used it in other ways, my phone dying and shit. I didn't even realize my phone was dying.
Hey, you take a seat charger, sit right there. Sit right there, I got you. Sit right there, I got you.
Okay. Will, I think you're going to have to get on live and explain it better than me. You're going to have to explain it better than me. You got me, Mama? Phone is dying.
No, I got mine.
Hey, T. Hey, T, how are you? How are you? My phone is dying, so my daughter says she got me.
You want to sit?
I'm going to sit right here, Mama.
You sure you don't want to take your case off and put it in the
Nope. Because I have an outer box, and my outer box is extremely hard.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to. Well, go ahead.
No.
It's gonna be hard to, not hard, but annoying to hold it the whole time.
Yeah, I don't feel like taking the outer box off and then putting it back on. No, I've never seen Ancient Aliens. I've never seen Ancient Aliens. I gotta look at that. I was looking at this movie last night about witchcraft and shit. Thank you. I see why I act so crazy. You know how much coffee I done drunk today? I've been drinking coffee all day.
Girl, coffee don't affect you no more.
Coffee, yeah, you right. But I was watching a movie last night about voodoo and stuff like that. Hoodoo and shit like that. I'm in Baltimore. Baltimore. No, I had seen a video. I had seen a video of Terrence Howard explaining science and about energy and how if we was created. Basically, what Terrence Howard was saying was that the way that we are created as humans, the energy is so bad until it's basically distorted. And if we was under our right energy, we would actually be self-healed. Where though doctors wouldn't even exist, we would heal ourselves. But the energy is so bad on earth until they give us vitamins and you get diseases and you get all of these things. And he was saying that if we had our natural energy, that we would basically never die. We would be we wouldn't even get diseases, we wouldn't even age. And it's not only is it the energy in us, but it is also the energy of the earth. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to work with the doctor and see what can they do to get the energy, to get the human being back to the original energy. Because we have energy within ourselves, right? And then the earth has its own energy, right? And the fact that we are human beings and we are energy beings and earth is energy, is because we are living beings. And what a lot of people don't know is that earth is a living being too. Earth is a living being. It's living. That's why everything on earth comes alive, because earth is alive too. It's not human, but it is life. It is alive. Earth is a feminine entity. It's alive. That's why everything on earth comes alive, right? And who we were before we became the human, who we were before that, we were one with the earth, because earth fed us, because we actually got our energy from the earth. So it's like the energy that we had in us, it linked with the energy on earth and it went together. So we were basically one with earth. But when they created the human, they made it towards where as though our energy would not attract to the earth energy, right? So now that the earth energy is giving out its energy and it's being tampered with, when they recreated us, they tampered with our energy, so we are now opposite. So even though we are living in our real earth that we always been in, they tampered with the earth energy and they tampered with our energy. So it's almost like we are magnets to where though they won't come together. But if we had our original energy and the earth had its original energy, we would be like magnets to where though we would link and stick together. This is why we are children of the sun. This is why the sun feeds us everything that we need. If we had our original sun and our original energy, we would never grow old. We would have all of our powers. We would be able to touch things and walk through windows. We would actually die and get back up, because where we go the sun goes, because we don't die. But the way that they tampered with our bodies and the way the energy, we got taken away from our immortal lives. We actually die. We get diseases. We grow old. You know what I'm saying? But if we had our real energy from earth, and if we had our real energy from who we really are, we would never grow old, because the fountain of youth is actually, see, the fountain of youth, a lot of people don't understand is that the fountain of youth is the original water. See, before we had the great flood, we had water on earth, right? But the water on earth came from the mother. It came from the mother. It came naturally from earth when it rains, right? So every time when it rains, it will feed us. It will give us energy. It will make us grow. It will make us better. And we would never grow old, because the water nourished us. It's almost like we were seeds. You know what I'm saying? But when they flooded the earth, they flooded the earth with the great flood. They flooded the earth with poison water. Now, all over the earth, all the seas, all the rivers are poison water. Because if we was drinking from our own, see, right now, all this water got fluoride in it. It got chemicals in it. It got it's toxic water. But before the great flood, the water that we had on earth actually nourished us. It gives us life. As soon as you drink it, you can feel the life going down in you. You actually feel rejuvenated, like, wow, right? And then while we drinking the water that mother gave us to drink, the sun will pour down. It's almost like we fresh. But you drink this water now, water's not even no good for you. You sunbathe in the sun right now, you're gonna burn the hell up. You know what I'm saying? And the moon actually gave us our memory. The moon actually gave us our telepathy. Because we are really telepathy beings. We really don't have a language. Who we really are as beings, we never talk. We were telepathy beings. We can read each other's minds. This is how we talk. We didn't have a language. I can be able to walk up to you real, and we can have a full conversation without ever moving our mouth. Just looking at each other. We probably make hand gestures, but we could just look at each other and we will have a conversation. That's how we was original beings. We didn't have a language. We made sounds, but we didn't have a language. So the beings that invaded this planet, they didn't know what we were saying because they didn't understand what we had. So they created languages. And they gave us languages that they can identify with just so they can track to what we are saying. But they can't read our mind. They couldn't read our mind. They didn't know what we were saying. So in order to control us 100%, they gave us a language. They said, look, you are going to learn this. They recreated us to being human. They gave us the language. They taught us the language. And if you didn't learn it, they would kill you. I mean, it's a lot of shit that they did to us. And after they did that, this is how we became who we are now. We are not supposed to be talking out of our mouths at all. No. We're not supposed to talk. And if you think about it, everything that they are doing to us right now, if y'all think about it, everything that they are doing to us right now, they are giving. I want y'all to listen to what I'm about to say, because a lot of people, they can't fathom this and they don't understand it. But Vegeta pick up on every damn thing. I know a lot of shit. I just don't play shit. But if you think about it, I want y'all to pay, especially you, Telly and Real. They are giving us all our original powers back, right? But the fact that they are giving us our original powers back, they doing it in their image. Like right now, they want to put the chip in your hand, right? They want to put this chip in your hand or in your forehead, so that case you can be able to touch things and it will show up. For who we are as beings, we can automatically touch things and things come alive. They want us to be able to put these things in our eyes, so when we see other people, we can know what they are doing and all of this stuff. We can naturally do that. They're trying to give us our telepathy back, but they want to do it in their way so they can track what we see and what we can hear and what we are talking about. They are giving us back our original powers. They're giving us back, but the fact that the majority of Americans don't even know that even exists. They don't know. But what they are doing is they are giving us back our original powers that we already have, that we were naturally born with, but they giving it to us in their image. Like who we are as beings, anything that we touch comes alive. Because we are energy beings. Anything that we touch, it comes alive. We can walk up to each other and we can tell each other whole lives. We can do that. But now they want to create these things where though you can put these glasses on and you can, I can look at you, Telly, and if I look at you through these glasses, they're going to make contact lenses like that too. I put these contact lenses on, Telly. I can, as soon as you walk up to me, I know your name already. I know where you live at already. I know your children's name, all of that. But they making them into contact and glasses now, called smart glasses. But who we are as beings, we already have that. That's already a natural power that we already have. That's something that we were born with. So they took away everything that makes us who we are, and they giving it right back to us, but in their own way, so they can monitor it. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see? So it's like what they're doing is this is why I'm trying to tell a lot of people that we got to understand who we are. We got to understand who we are. We got to research who we used to be. Because once you wake up to understand and learn who we used to be before we got tampered with, everything that they are doing in life right now, they are basically trying to recreate man to be who they used to be, but they want to do it in their own way, in their image, so they can track us. But who we used to be as beings, they couldn't track us. They couldn't monitor us. They didn't understand our language. They didn't understand how we lived. They didn't understand anything. This is why they invaded us in the first place. This is why they recreated man. They recreated the creation of life because they didn't understand it, but they knew that it was powerful. So the fact that they knew that who we were was so powerful, they wanted to be the owners of that power. So what they did was they had to put their mark on it. The way that we created each other, it was powerful in how our original creation was. And it was extremely powerful to what they saw. So they was like, damn, these beings and this earth is a powerful, we need to own it. So they can't take over something that already exists. So what they did was they made earth and they made man into their image. This is why we all have Anunnaki blood in us. This is why earth looks the way that it looks. But before this earth got tampered with, before this earth got invaded, earth did not look like this. We didn't even look like this. They recreated earth and they recreated the human. But we wasn't always human. We wasn't always that way. We were one with the earth. We were powerful creatures that would never die. We had a youthful look. We were beautiful beings that had like emasculine powers. And they took us away from all of that because they wanted to own it. And the fact that they can never, the beings that invaded this planet, they can never be as powerful as we are. We got more power than what they have. Even though they recreated us, even though they tampered with our earth, they tampered with our bodies, we still got the power in us because they can't take it away. The only thing they can do is tamper with us and keep making us forget who we are and how we are and where we are. See, they can't take away our natural born powers. This is why we are all waking up. We still have some of our psychic abilities. We still have a lot of great intuition and great discernment. These are powers. And believe it or not, common sense is a great power too. You got a lot of people down here that don't have common sense. You can actually sit here and you can explain to a person in common sense what it means and they still won't get it. Having common sense is actually a superpower. It's a lot of people right now do not have it. It's not have it. And right now they understand. Right now they understand that the Christ energy. See, the Christ energy, basically what Christ basically means the truth. It means the truth. That's what Christ means, right? So Christ energy is about to return on this planet. Christ energy is about to return on this planet any day now. Any day. This is why we are seeing so many biblical things going on all over the earth. Because what they are doing is the fact that Christ is about to return any day. They have to get man to not have their mind on Christ and the energy that it brings. They don't want us to have our eyes on it. So they're going to keep us distracted with the wars and the distraction of life. They want to keep us distracted with all of these things that really don't matter nothing to us. All it's doing is basically putting fear and worry and depression in us when we need to just be focusing on us and focusing on the energy that we are about to receive. But they understand that Christ's energy is about to come on earth. They understand that the truth is about to come out. See, the people that is running this whole dimension, they know the truth is about to get revealed. That's it. And they understand that the majority of the people on the earth, they don't know what the truth is. So if they can get these people to continue to not know the truth, that's all they need. But you got a lot of beings on this planet that knows the truth and is waiting on the truth. They're actually waiting for the Christ energy to return. This is why the war is on them. The war is not on everybody. The war is not on the long way. See the long way comments. The war is not on the long way. On the long way. He's already dumb. He's already a part of the system. He's already a clone. He's already an NPC. The war is not on him. He's already a dummy. He don't know shit about Christ. So the war is not on him. The war is on the one that is aware of the truth, that is aware of Christ. The war is on them. This is why they are going through the most suffering. They are going through the most trials and tribulation because they know the truth. They know Christ. The Antichrist is the lie. That is the lie. And right now we are living in a false reality. We are living in a false dimension and a false realm that is a lie, that is controlled by the Antichrist, because we are basically a world that is controlled by a lie. The God that you was worshiping is a lie. It's not the real Christ. It's a lie. It's the Antichrist. So right now, this Antichrist knows that the real Christ is about to return. And the Antichrist knows that the time is already up. Because all of the people on this planet right now that was designed to wake up has already awakened. All of the people right now in this timeline that was chosen to awake, they are already awakened. So if you're not awakened at this time, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. So if you are awakened at this time, and you are awakened enough to know who Christ really is, then the war is going to be mostly on you. You are the one that's going to go through the most suffering because you are aware of the truth. You are aware of what's coming. You are aware of who you are. You are aware of where you are and why you are here. So the war is on you because it's trying to keep you from not thinking about it. If you continue to think about your suffering, your trials and tribulations, you don't got time to be worrying about Christ. You don't got time to be worrying about you. So if they do everything to the ones that is of Christ and distract them and to get them weary, all they got to do is do that to them. But the fact that we, like you said, Telly, we see what's coming, we are focused. This is why the war is on the chosen people. And this is why we are in the see, right now we are not in God's wrath. Right now we are in the devil's wrath. Because we are living under the devil. The devil is really the God of this whole dimension. We are living under the devil's wrath. This is why we are going through trials and tribulation. This is why we are going through hell. This is why we got to pay to live. This is why we are living amongst witches and warlocks and demons and reptilians and draconians and clones and NPCs and rapers and murderers and killers and sorcerers, because we are living under the devil's wrath. Because as long as the devil is showing his wrath, then the people that is of Christ, we are going to endure hell. But when Christ's people show their wrath, see, right now, our wrath isn't here yet. Our wrath is the white throne judgment. A lot of people don't know what the white throne judgment is during the 7-year tribulation. The white throne judgment that they talk about in the 7-year tribulations is us. We are the white throne judgment. Right now, we are not in the white throne judgment. We are the white throne judgment. Because once we awaken and we get our powers back, we are going to attack and destroy everything that made us who we used to be. See, right now we are dead. We were recreated. They recreated our planet. We're going to remember what happened to us. And then the devil is going to endure our hell. The devil and all his worshipers and all the people that believe in the Antichrist, they are going to endure our hell. Because we are now back to who we are. So now it's time for them to pay. See, this is why we are living under the devil's wrath, because our wrath isn't here yet. Because if our wrath was here, we would know who we are. We would be in our original bodies. This is why we got to go through that great earthquake. Because when we go through this great earthquake, the only thing that's going to make this earth shake is the energy from the Christ beings. See, the Christ beings' energy is so strong until it's going to shake the earth. And the whole entire earth is going to see something that is supernatural. It's going to shake the earth. And a lot of Christ beings is going to leave this planet. And it's going to be a lot of Christ beings that is left. And those Christ beings that is left on earth is going to still try to tell the ones of the Antichrist the truth. This is why in the Great Tribulation, where we are headed into, is going to be a war on the saints. See, right now, we are going through the war of the saints. But right now, you got a lot of saints right now that is not aware that they are chosen. See, everybody that is meant to be chosen right now are chosen. Everybody that is meant to awaken is now awakened. But you got some children right now on earth that is awakened, but they going through it right now. They don't know what's going on with them. They think they're going crazy. They thinking that they going out of their mind. They don't know what's going on with them yet. So they're about to get the rude awakening. See, right now, the awakening that I went through, it wasn't a rude awakening. I got awakened naturally. But it's a lot of beings right now that has their third eye open, that they don't know what's going on. They think they're going crazy. They think they're going mentally insane. So the fact that they don't know what's going on with them, Christ is going to show them. Just show them. But they're going to be ready for it, though. Ain't nothing. That's why I keep telling you, it's nothing wrong with you people. If you think, if you're going through some shit right now, it's nothing wrong with you. You probably going through something spiritual and don't even know it. Your body could be going through something spiritual and you don't know it because you don't have no one around you to teach you what is going on with you. You think your mind is snapping and you seeing flashes of lights and you seeing creatures and you don't know what the hell is going on. Your mind talking to you. Huh? What's up? He loved them pennies. I mean, that's mine. I'm going to wash it. So we gotta we don't know what's going on with us. We think we're going mentally insane, but we are not, people. What? We never had no milk, did we?
Yes, we did. Carolyn told us somebody she got some milk.
When did she get milk?
I don't know. She said last night.
Hey Tina, how are you? So it's nothing wrong with you people. And it's nothing to be afraid about. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Come on, baby.
It's nothing to be afraid about, people. It's nothing to be afraid about. I'm laughing at my nephew because he got the habit of screaming all the damn time.
Hold with both hands.
And one thing about fear is a disease. When they created the human, right? When they created the human, they all gave us a disease called fear. And this is the truth. No bullshit. When they created the human, they gave every human a disease called fear. And this is basically a fear. This is basically a disease that we can never get rid of. Because who we were as beings, we had no fear because we couldn't die. We were young forever, so what is there to be fear of when you won't die? If a whole building falls on my ass, I just get right up. So I wouldn't be in fear of no building falling on me if I'm going to get the hell way back up. I wouldn't be in fear of a tree falling on me. I just pick the tree up and put it back where it was and keep going about my business. But right now you see a tree falling, your ass going to run because you are afraid of dying, right? So when they created the human, they gave us all a disease called fear. And the reason why they gave us this disease called fear, they gave us the fear of disease just so we can have fear of them. Not necessarily with life. They gave us a disease called fear so we can be in fear of them. We can be afraid of them. This is why they call us their God. This is why they say we are your gods. And this is why a lot of people say that they are afraid of God. They are in fear of God. They are God-fearing. If you should never be afraid of your own God. If anything, you should be loving your God, cherishing your God. You should never be afraid of the God that you work with.
Bruh, come and sit down. Come and sit down.
Yo, why don't you sit your ass down? He didn't hurt himself. He scared himself so bad until you should never be in fear of your own God. Hey, a lot of you ask me, Ajita, are you a God-fearing woman? No. I'm not afraid of God. Why would I be afraid of the God that I worship? Why would I be afraid of the God that I serve? If anything, I'm going to love him. He should be loving me. Like, why would I be in fear? Why would I want to spend the rest of my eternal life with the God that I fear? That don't even sound right. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to mess up. Like right now, you could be a God-fearing person, right? And the fact that you are a God-fearing person, that means every time when you do wrong, you are in fear of what may happen to you. But at the same time, y'all say that y'all have a loving, forgiving God. So if y'all have a loving, forgiving God, why are y'all in fear of a loving, forgiving God? And then I used to believe this when I was indoctrinated, that the reason why y'all is in fear of y'all God because he done so much for y'all, he sacrificed so much for y'all, until y'all is afraid of letting him down. So y'all is in fear of letting him down because he sacrificed so much and he did so much. So y'all are afraid of letting him down. Well, if he's a loving, forgiving God, you can never let him down. You can never let him down. If I know that my mother is a loving, forgiving woman, nothing that I would say or do is going to make me fear her. Nothing. If anything, if I were to do something wrong and I come to my mother, I wouldn't be afraid of coming to my mother because I know my mother's forgiving. Like if I go out there and murder a man right now, and I know I have a loving, forgiving mother, and I come in that house and say, "Ma, I just murdered the man." If I know that my mother gonna beat my ass and turn me into the cops, I'm gonna be in fear of her. Because my mother can send me to jail. She can send me to hell. I'm going to be in fear of her. So I ain't going to tell her shit. But if I know I got a loving, forgiving mother, when I murder that man, I'm going to come down and say, "Ma, you won't believe what I did. I murdered someone." I'm going to expect my mother to hold me in her arms and show me tenderness and show me love and say, "It's okay. We're going to get through this together. Don't worry. I got you." That makes me want to come to my mother and come and go to my mother. There's nothing fearful about that. And I used to be indoctrinated with believing in God fearing. Like why would I? Because they say he a jealous God, and that's you know what I'm saying. I'm like, why would you have a jealous God? What would he be jealous about? Of you worshiping? I don't get it. Like when you think about it, once you get out of that mindset, it's like a lot of things don't make sense. Cause I used to believe it. I used to be. I grew up. Yes, it is. I grew up as a Baptist. I grew up in church. My mother made me go every Sunday. I grew up in church. I sung on the choir. So I grew up as a Baptist. So I know all about church. And when I came out of that, I was like, none of that really makes sense. You know? And honestly, a lot of times we have to go through hell. A lot of times we have to go through hell in order to see who we are. And the reason why we got to go through hell in order to see who we are, because when you go through hell, that means that you have to basically rely on yourself. Like if you getting evicted from your house, right? If you getting evicted from your house right now, and you don't got no one to help you, no churches, no friends, nobody, no family, all you got is you in that house. So at the end of the day, it determines on what you are going to do, how you are going to think. It all depends on you. So right now, we are living in hell because we got to see, what would you do if you was in hell? What would you do if all of your powers was taken away from you? How would you live? How would you think? What would you do if it's only you? This is why living in this dimension, they gave you a God. So that case you can worship and you can praise something else. So that case you don't got to think about you and what you got to do. You give all your praises to someone else. You give all your glory to someone else. Whenever you go through trials and tribulation, what the first thing y'all say? "Oh, I'm going to give it to Jesus. I'm going to let Jesus handle it." And just to let y'all know, the devil bless you too. The devil gives you rewards too. The devil rewards his people. Look at the industry. The devil is actually paying these celebrities to deceive you. So that lets you know right there that the devil can bless you too. But believe me, it's going to come with a price. But when Christ gives it to you, it's yours. And you ain't have to do nothing for it. It was given to you on a silver golden platter. You ain't had to do nothing for it. You ain't had to sacrifice for it. You ain't had to lie for it. You ain't had to do no rituals for it. You had to do nothing. It's yours. But when the devil gives you something, what are you going to do for it? What are you going to say for it? How far are you willing to go for it? Why you think living in this reality that we are living in, we got to give up so much just to live a basic happy life? You want to live in a nice home, make a lot of money so you can feed you and your family. You basically got to live at your job. You are sacrificing your life with your family. You always at work 24 hours a day. You know your work family more than your own family. You got to sacrifice your joy with your family just to make sure they good. Because you got to get this money. You got to get this paper. You got to get this mark in order to get your family just to live a basic happy life. And meanwhile, you are killing yourself. Because you got to sacrifice something just to live a basic happy life. This is the type of life that we live in. And it's not only if you make low wages. You got the more money you make, the more you're going to have to sacrifice. The more money, don't believe that people. The more money you make, the more you are going. I left a job making 6 figures. My last job that I had, I made over $100,000 a year. Well over $100,000 a year. Damn, I missed that job. But I was making over $100,000 a year. I was bringing home almost $3,000 a week. A week. I lived in nice homes, had nice cars, but I was barely home. Barely home. My kids had everything that they needed and wanted. My family, if they needed a bill paid, they needed anything, they come to Jeter. Jeter, I need my rent paid. Can you hook me up with $1,200? Sure. Because I could never spend my own money because I was always at work. I couldn't enjoy my own money. I was always at work. And then taxes was eating my ass up. Taxes was wearing me out. So the more money you make, don't believe that shit. The more money you make, the more they're going to take. And the more money you make, the more you're going to have to sacrifice. Believe me. So, my thing is this. I feel like that when it comes down to work, when it comes down to working, if you got a job right now, that pays you well, good for you. Good for you. Because, things is about to get more intense. Go back to the pyramid stuff. Of course, real. That's always real. We're going to have that. That's natural. I expect that. But about the pyramids, the energy that we are, the pyramids, see, they lied to us about the pyramids. We got more pyramids in America than any other country on this planet. A lot of our pyramids are under. But we got more pyramids than they got over there in Jerusalem. We got more pyramids than what they got over there in Israel. We got way more pyramids in America than any other country on the state. We do. This is why America is the richest country on the planet. They're not going to tell y'all that, though. But the original, all of the original pyramids was made by the beings that was here before the Anunnakis came here. When the Anunnakis came here on this planet, it was already pyramids that was already here that the original beings created. And these pyramids that they created, they the ones that we lived off of. They gave us our time. Because our time was basically generated from the moon and the sun. We didn't have clock like 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock. We didn't have that. We didn't know what that shit was. So the pyramid basically gave us the time. Because like I said, we were one with the earth. It's really hard to put it in words, because who we were really, we were like magical beings. We were supernatural beings. So what they did was when they came on planet Earth, in order to distort the time and take us away from our original time, they cut all of the piece. See, every pyramid that we had was made of natural gold. Every pyramid that is in America was made of natural gold. And we had a gold tip. And that gold tip was actually the spark. That spark, the skies. See, because this firmament wasn't always here. When the Anunnakis came on planet Earth, there was no firmament. This is why we were so tall. When we go back to our original bodies, we are going to be way taller than this. This is why our trees were so big. Who we are as beings, we are way taller than this. When they recreated us and made us a human, they made us smaller. Because they had to show us that they was our God, so they made us smaller. For who we are as beings, we were 10 feet taller and taller. We were bigger.
Can I add something?
This is why our trees and everything was so big.
Not only were we bigger beings, but we did not breathe oxygen. Trees take in carbon dioxide and extrude oxygen to us. But trees are like humans when we were back in the day when we breathed the normal air. When we breathed in carbon was when we were the bigger beings. They tampered with our air too. We are not supposed to breathe in oxygen. We are carbon beings. And just like trees, we were plants. We were not brown. This is why we oxidized. And that's why black people are now brown. We were never brown. But we are just like how rust, when it's oxidized, it turns from silver to brown. Because it's oxidized. That's what's happening to us. We are basically rusted.
We are basically
destroyed
burnt
beings.
Yeah, we are burnt. It's like we are trees. You know how when you see a tree and it's basically rusted, it's no good and it's brown, and you can just step on it and you hear crisp. So this is why we are brown. For who we are is big. That was my daughter, y'all.
When a leaf is unable to receive that carbon dioxide from a tree and it falls, it turns brown and it basically rusts. And when you step on it,
it crusts.
That's who black people is now. They took our natural essence from us. When we were at our peak or original state, we were huge beings. We weren't brown. We were breathing in carbon. This is why we have pyramids. Pyramids was built by huge people. It's no way me and you and 1,000 men can build a pyramid. Who built them pyramids?
We built those pyramids because we were bigger than see, the original people that built these pyramids was us. We built them because before we got tampered with, we were tall. See, we only short like this because they recreated the man. They recreated life. When they made the human, they made us shorter. So that they can have more control over us. But we were tall beings. We are the giants. Our trees was taller. We had no firmament. So we are the original beings that created all these pyramids that you see. They trying to say that they don't know who created the pyramids. And they must have had some AI technology. No, we did that. We built those pyramids by hand. We put them up there. And the fact that we were one with the earth, we used the calculations of the earth. We were one with the earth. The earth would basically think for us, and we would think with the earth. We were one. You couldn't tell us the difference. It's like we were made in earth. You understand? So when we created the pyramids, we went by the energy of each pyramid, take up a piece of an energy. And we were taller than this. This is why our trees were so big. That's why the tree of life was so huge. We were taller than this. So what they did was, when they, believe it or not, a lot of, like, I ain't even gonna go there on this live. Y'all ain't ready for that conversation yet. I ain't gonna go over there with them yet. I'm gonna wait for another live to talk about them. But when they recreated the human, they had to make us shorter. So the first thing that they did was, like I've been saying for years, if y'all been following me, they had to tamper with our energy. Then they had to tamper with our atmosphere. Because we're not supposed to be breathing in oxygen. We are carbon-based beings. We are like the trees. We are like seeds. If you put the right water on a seed, if you put a seed in the ground, if you put a seed in the ground and you give it the right water and it's under the right sun, that whatever you planted is going to rise. And if you keep watering it right and it's keep being under the right sun and the right atmosphere, that flower, whatever you planted, is going to blossom. And it's going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. And that's how we are. We are star seeds. We are earth seeds. The more we got our right energy, our right atmosphere, our right sun, our right water, we are breathing. All we're going to do is grow. You can't kill us. Because where the sun go, we go. We are around unlimited water. We are breathing in the right air. We are under the right sun. We drinking the right water. We cannot die. All we're going to do is grow and be stronger. This is why when they came on earth, they had to take the water away. They had to change the atmosphere. They had to take away the sun. They took away everything that gave us eternal life. This is why our grace is now gone. We went from being immortal to mortal. We actually died now. So right now they took everything from us. We don't know who we, and this is like I said, they took us away from they took us so far away from who we originally are until we can't even fathom who we used to be. Who we used to be as beings, we can't even fathom to mind. That's how powerful we are. That's how magical we are. We can't even fathom how magical we are. We can't even fathom how powerful we are. Imagine you having powers that was taken away from you. And somebody tell you right now, Cloud, somebody say to you right now, Telly, do you know you actually have the ability to fly? Do you know you actually have the ability to walk through walls? Do you know you actually have the ability to be invisible? You would look at them and say, no, I don't. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because number one, this body is not really our body. This is a human body. This is an earthly body. But who we really are as beings, we can walk through walls. We can fly. I can be right here, right now, and blink my eye and be in Jamaica. We can read each other's mind. We can do all of that. Because number one, we're not even in our right bodies. We can't even fathom how our real bodies look. This is a human body. When you die, the body is not going with you. This is a nasty ass, dirty ass, toxic ass body. This dirty ass, disease infected body ain't going nowhere. They got y'all thinking when Christ come that all these millions of bodies is going to disappear. That's not true. That's not true. Because when Christ finally comes, it's going to be millions of people that is going to die. When Christ comes again, which is any day now, and I can't wait, all you're going to see is dead bodies everywhere. They got y'all thinking that it's going to be millions of bodies that's going to disappear. You're going to wake up one day and your mother going to be gone. Your sister going to be gone. Like, where they at? And you're going to be looking for them and you will never find them again. That's a lie. Because when Christ comes, Christ only wants the soul and Christ only wants the spirit. He don't want the body. And I don't even know why the hell I'm saying he. When Christ comes, when this energy comes, it's going to take away the spirit and the soul, not the body. The body can stay here. It's an earthly body. Because where we go when we get a new body. We're going to be back in our original bodies. That's why when Christ finally gets here, when this energy hit this planet, it's going to be millions and millions of people that is going to be dead on the ground, in their cars, in the airplane, in their beds, at work. They're going to just die. I could be talking to you right now and just drop dead. Y'all not going to know what happened to me. Because the energy hit me and it snatched away my soul. It snatched it out. Within a twinkling of an eye, it took me. It took me. And you're right, we are all dead right now. We had to die to get here. We had to die to get here. We are all dead right now. And remember, the dead is going to rise first. That you think they really talking about the dead people in the grave? They not talking about the dead people. When they tell y'all in the Bible that the dead is going to rise first, they not talking about the people in the grave. They talking about us. Because we are all dead right now. All of us on this live, including me, we are all dead right now. Even though we are alive and we talking, we are dead. And what makes us dead is that we don't know who we are. They killed us from who we really are. Even though our spirit and our soul lives in the body, we are dead because we don't have everything that we're supposed to have. So technically, the body is dead. The body is dead. But you are not. And your soul and spirit is not. But your soul and spirit had to get in a dead body. This body right here is dead. So your soul and spirit had to get in this dead body and maneuver its way through life. But when we go back to our original bodies, that body is full of life, just like our soul and spirit is. See, right now this body is dead. This body is weak. You shoot it, it can die. You shoot our original bodies, we ain't gonna feel that shit. And right now we are living in a reality. The reality that we are living in is false. This is not our original reality that we're supposed to be in, people. At least not for some of us. And I'm gonna be real honest with you. It's not a lot of people left down here. It's not a lot of Christ people left on this earth at all. Believe it or not, out of all the things that we have went through as human beings, a lot of Christ beings have already gone. It's not that many left. It's not that many Christ beings left down here, believe it or not. It's not that many left at all. Not. And believe it or not, it's so less of us until, if they could actually have a number of how many Christ beings left on the planet, I ain't gonna lie to you, Telly and Will. If they were to give us a number at how many Christ beings is actually left on this planet, it probably would scare me to death. Because we got billions, and they try to tell us that we got over 8 billion people on this planet. It's way more than 8 billion people on this planet. I think we have at least 15 to 20 billion. I think it's more than that. And honestly, I truly believe that it's about probably 5, no more than 10 million Christ beings left on this planet. And 5 and 10 million is very small. I believe in each state, it could be maybe about 100. It depends on how big the state is. All you gotta do is look outside. Look outside of your house. Thanks, Victor. Look outside of your house. Go all around your community. When you travel, go around and talk to people. I bet you none of them know what you know. I don't gotta make up shit. Just look outside. Go outside. I don't gotta make up nothing. How many people do you know, if you are a true awakened being, how many people do you know around you right now that knows what you know, that think the way that you think, that see the things you see, that hear the things you hear, that can pick up, that can discern, that got intuition? How many people do you know around you that you work with, that you live with, that you know? How many people do you know is just like you or better? None. So I don't gotta make up shit. I don't gotta make up nothing. The fuck? What I gotta make up shit for? Hey, Coy. How are you, Coy? Oh, my phone. Oh, what's this, a fast charger?
It's a computer charger, so yeah, it's going to charge.
Yeah, it's charging up fast. Oh, and it's funny. It's funny, real, because a lot of chosen ones is definitely in the house. Because I know my ass there now. That's why I don't have a man. And I be sitting saying I'm single and I need a man. And my daughter tell me all the time, even my mother tell me, you can't find a man sitting in the house, Jeter. And I'm like, I know, I need a man. But as soon as I go outside and I see one of them and they can be nice looking or whatever, and then as soon as I'm like, nope. Like, nope. Like, I want a man, but as soon as I go outside and they start talking, it's like, nah, that's all right. That's all right. No. I need and it's like every day when I wake up, I'm seeing more gray and gray and gray in my head. When I get around a lot of energy, Telly, whenever I get around a lot of energy, this is one of the reasons why I had to stop smoking. Because right now, if I can be in the room with a lot, say I know how to control. I know how to control me now, but when I first became awakened, it was hard for me to sit in a room with a lot of people because I was very sensitive to the energy. And I could feel real excited, then I can get real intense, and I can get real scared because I know I'm around different. And I would get a panic attack, and I couldn't. In the beginning, I knew what it was, but I wasn't trained. I didn't know how to. You know how when you find out you got a superpower, like if you find out that you have the ability to shoot fire through your hands, so now you got to go to a secure place and play with the fire in your hands so you can understand it and how it works. So that's what I had to do. So when I first started going around a lot of people, I would be very sensitive to their energies until I would get panic attacks. I would get moody because I didn't know how to react. So what I did was I forced myself to be around a lot of people. And I can also see demons in people. And when I first started to see it, Because a lot of people think that when you become awakened and when you open up your third eye, you're going to see demons. But we do see demons. I see demons all the time. And when I see demons, I don't get scared when I see them. I play with them, actually. Whenever I see a demon in a person, I start fucking with them. I know they can't fuck with me. I start fucking with them. I start fucking with them. But I tell if I'm around somebody, I be like, look, don't fuck with that person right there. That person is a very, that person, don't fuck with him. Like, why not? And I be like, no, don't fuck with him. And they don't believe me because they think, oh, that's a nice person. I'm like, no. I can see it all over them. That person ain't nice. Because my sister, she's weak. My sister, she's very nice. She'll meet somebody and the first impression seems like, oh, they nice. I told my sister one time, I said, listen, because my sister introduced me to one of her friends. I said, look, don't fuck with her. She's a shit starter. She will get your ass in some shit, and she's full of drama. Do not fuck with her. Why you always judging people? You think you know everybody. She ain't like that. She called me up a couple of weeks later. I had to stop being friends with that bitch because she gonna get mad at me. Then I'm like, didn't I tell you? So sometimes you can get the right information, but if it's not coming from the person that you don't want it to come from, they don't want to hear it. Because a lot of people right now, they hear what I'm saying. They hear what I'm saying. And they actually believe me. They fuck with me. But the fact that it's me, the fact that it's Ajita giving them the message, they don't want to hear it from me. See, I can sit right here, right now, and give y'all all the information that I just told y'all, and y'all be talking shit, calling me names and everything. But as soon as somebody else tell you the same shit that I just told you, all of a sudden it's going to start to register. But yet, Ajita told you the same thing. What make her any different than that person telling you everything that she just told you? Because they didn't want to hear from me. They wanted to hear from that person. You know how when you're dealing with a man or a woman and your homegirl saying, you need to leave that man alone, he ain't shit. You don't want to listen to her. But as soon as somebody that you don't know say, you know what, you should leave him alone. He ain't shit. Then all of a sudden you're going to think to yourself, you know what, I should leave his ass alone. He ain't shit. But your homegirl been telling you for the longest time to leave him alone. Why you ain't doing what she said it? Because so I truly believe now that it's going to be a lot of people that is not going to take in the information that I give them because it's coming from me. But believe me, they hear it. They getting it in, but they don't want it to come out of my mouth. They want it to come from somebody else. So I feel like those that hears me, let them hear me. Those that don't want to hear me, you know, let them do what they want to do. I know when I first got into my spiritual psychosis, it scared the living. When I first became awakened, the first 2 or 3 months, I was in spiritual psychosis. And it is scary. Because if you don't control it and you let it take over you, you are going to go insane. You will. I'm going to be real honest. When you get into spiritual psychosis and you don't know what's going on and you let it take over you, you will snap. Because I'm trying to tell you, when I went through it, I was like, oh my God. When I went through my spiritual psychosis, it was so bad until I couldn't even be around my own parents. It was bad. And it was so bad until when I would come around my family, I would distance myself. And this was during a time, Telly, when my energy was real sensitive. I would distance myself because it was bad. I'm trying to tell you, spiritual psychosis is scary. It is scary. Hey, Dan, how are you? It is scary, girl. Having spiritual, I ain't gonna lie. My mother and my stepfather came past to my house to see me like about a month and a half after I became awakened. And my mother is sitting in the living room talking to me, and I'm looking at her. It's almost like I'm looking at a demon, and I'm looking at you like, what's wrong with you? Why are you looking at me like that? I'm like, nothing. So, and I'm trying my best to control because I'm forcing myself to sit there because I really want to get up. And I want to go upstairs in my room and shut the door and be by myself. Because in my mind, because when you first become awakened, the most intense part, before I get off of this live, the most intense part about the awakening is the very beginning. The very beginning part of your awakening is the most scariest. And the reason why it's the most scariest because you almost feel like that you have opened up your body and your mind to a whole new world. And the world that you have just opened up your body and your mind to, you're going to see what the eyes is not supposed to see. You're going to hear what the ear is not supposed to hear. You're going to feel the thing that you're not supposed to feel. When you become spiritually awakened, you're going to see and hear and feel all fucking things. I'm trying to tell you. And I ain't gonna lie. I did a lot of self-talking. I was like, and for some reason, the fact that I became awakened the way that I did, I was aware that I was being revealed the truth through Christ. So even though I'm going through what I'm going through, and I was able to take it in and receive it, even though I was scared to death, because I knew that I was being revealed the truth. And I knew that it was going to be scary, but I knew I was protected. Because I know that I was awakened by Christ itself. So I knew that it's nothing that Christ is going to show me that's going to harm me. And I know that I can't die. So that's the only thing that kept me standing on my root. But if I would have forced myself to awaken, and I didn't know what was going on, it would have went me crazy. But the fact that I knew that I was protected by Christ, because I was being awakened through Christ, that's the only thing that didn't make me go like completely insane. Even though it was real scary, I still went through the fear. I stayed in the house. I didn't go nowhere. I didn't do nothing. And I started awakening to my powers. I don't even want to tell y'all the power that I have awakened to. But I'm going to tell y'all one thing that I can do. No, I'm not going to say that either. But I will say one thing. No, I ain't going to say that either. Let's just say it's certain things that I can do. And when I did it for the first time, it scared the living hell out of me. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know what to do. And I'm like, Lord, it's bananas. It was bad. I'm like, wow, okay, all right. And to this day, when I think about that, I still freak myself out. I'm gonna give y'all one. And I really don't like talking about it. One day, well, this is one that I have. I have the ability to move things with my mind and not do all that. I can do it. Like, I was sitting in my living room and I was watching old videos and I was watching old movies. And when I was watching these old movies, these were regular movies that I used to watch when I was a little girl. But when I was a little girl, when I used to watch these movies, this was during the time when I was going through lots of hell. I was getting bullied. I was getting teased all the time. So as I was watching this movie, I thought about that and I became real mad and real angry. And I was like, and I could feel like this energy being built up in me. Next thing you know, the mirror behind me fell to the ground. And I'm like, so I turned the TV down because I'm like, I'm the only one in the house. Well, why the hell would that mirror fall? So I turned the TV back up and I'm beginning to get mad again. And next thing you know, my statue fell. And I'm like, what the hell? So when I went in my bedroom, I had to clean all that shit up because now I got to get a whole new mirror. I got to get a whole new statue. If I get too mad, you're going to see something fall. So what I started doing was, I noticed when I started seeing those things happen, this is why now when I get real angry, I try not to get as angry, because when I get angry, I don't want to say it on here. I'm not gonna say it on here, but it's some things that happen when I get too angry. That's why that movie Supercell, whenever they got angry, their eyes would light up. I know exactly the feeling that they were getting, and they had to really control themselves. That's why now when I get mad, I try not to get too mad, because it's just bad. It gets really bad. But it's other things I can do too. I just don't want to say it, because next thing you know, I just don't want to say it. But I have psychic abilities. I mean, I think a lot of people have psychic abilities, but I have deep psychic abilities. Like, it's a lot of people. Like, one of the reasons, I don't mean to put your business out there, Telly, but one of the reasons why I want to talk to you so bad, because I know a lot about you right now. I know a lot about you. I know a lot about Real. I know a lot about a lot of y'all on this live. I can tell y'all some shit about y'all, and I just by your name, I can get the energy just looking at your name. And I just don't say it. Get down, boy. I just don't say it. But it's a lot of things that I can, I'm pretty sure a lot of you, don't do that. Give me that. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all can do that right now, but it's a lot of things that I can tell. You be like, how you know that? I know. Don't ask me how I know. I know. And that's the real reason. That's the real reason. That's it. I know what y'all are trying to do. Y'all want me to. Put that down. If any of that drop, you better be lucky that can open. Now I want some junk food. Well, Demo7, I don't want to know anything about you. I don't want to know anything about you. And I'm not into tarot card reading. I'm not into the horoscopes. I'm not into all of that. But why are you so upset, Kanisha? Don't be upset. Don't be upset. Don't be upset. Don't be upset. Why are you upset? You trying to open it, ain't you? You trying to open it? Thanks for the 100. Thank you. Working is definitely slavery. Working is definitely slavery. One thing about you, Real. I'm gonna say one thing about you. Because I really don't want to put your business out there, but I'm just gonna say little things about you before I get off of this live. Can I mind travel? Yes, I know how to mind travel. I know how to mind travel. I know how to mind travel. But one thing about me, when I mind travel, I do it mostly at night. I do mostly my mind travel at night. But the only thing is, the only reason why I don't like to mind travel, because when I start mind traveling and I'm with the person that I want to be with, they for some reason want to reach out to me. And most of the people that I be mind traveling to, they be people that I don't want in my life no more. Like, I be mind traveling my ex, because I be wanting some money. So I mind travel. And next thing you know, he'll call my phone up. And he be like, I was just thinking about you. And I'm like, I bet you. I'm like, well, I was thinking about you too. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot on your mind? Well, Kanisha, you shouldn't have a lot on your mind. You shouldn't have a lot on your mind. And it's funny, Kanisha, because you thank you for always coming on my live. What? No. Kanisha, you always come on my live, and I really appreciate it. But I don't even know. Yeah. So if you ever need someone to talk to, Kanisha, you know, you can always reach out to me. You know, mind traveling is cool. The only thing about Oh, today. Oh, your mother passed away today, or this is the day. This is the day she passed away, or she passed away today. Which one is it? What man? It's the day she passed away. Okay. So you always get depressed around this time when she passed away? I understand, I get it. But what I will say is that one thing about your mother that I'm picking up on, one thing about your mother, she always looked at you as a strong person. Your mother always looked at you as a strong woman, because you actually, Kanisha, you are just like your mother. And a lot of people come up to you and tell you that you look like your mother, you act like your mother, because your mother was a funny woman. She always had little jokes, but she knew when to be serious and she knew when to joke around. And you take exactly like your mother. Like, you act like your mother, you look like your mother. And that's one of the reasons why you think about it so much, because you always get reminded of the fact that you look like her and you act like her. And your mother raised you to be very strong. Your mother raised you to be a very strong woman. And sometimes you can get so strong until you get too strong for yourself, because you don't have a lot of people in your life or in your corner that can help you out. You have some associates, but you don't have a lot of friends that you can actually come to and talk about. You know, you have associates. You be trying to be strong. That's what I'm saying. So the thing about it is that you don't really show your emotions. You don't really show your emotions a lot to people. And that's one of the faults that you have. You try to be strong because I ain't trying to put your business out there, but you try to be strong. And the fact that you're trying to be so strong is what's breaking you right now. The time that you want to cry, the time that you want to show your emotions, you never want to do it. Not because you are afraid of how people are going to look at you, because everybody comes to you when they in need of some good conversation or they need to be built up. But when you are down, there's nobody around that you can go to. Like right now, you don't really have nobody around you like that you feel comfortable to let go of your feelings when it comes down to your mother. And your mother knows you as being a strong woman. So my thing is Kanisha, that what you need to do is when you get some time to yourself, I want you to sit down by yourself. Sit down by yourself and talk to your mother. And actually talk to your mother as if she is sitting right there next to you. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. When you get some time to yourself, sit down and talk to your mother as if she is sitting right there. Turn the TV off and just sit down and talk to your mother as if she is sitting right next to you. And then after you finish having your conversation, don't say nothing. Close your eyes and relax yourself. And don't think of nothing, and just take all that energy in. Take all that energy in. And when you feel a real hot, energy running through you, when your body get extremely hot, not cold, but when your body get extremely hot, and it's almost like, you can feel your body tensing up, that's your mother. Watch what I tell you. And let me know when it happens. And that's how you know that your mother is always with you. Always. Let me know. But I don't know. I just don't I don't know. I feel like talking to a psychiatrist, it's a waste of damn money. Cause all you do is talk to a psychiatrist. They're gonna tell you shit that you already know. They're gonna give you some stimulants. Well, take these pills and relax. No. No. I don't do that shit. Talking to a psychiatrist or to a therapist, they're gonna tell you shit that you already know. They just gonna make the words a little bit more medical to make you be like, oh, okay, that's what it is. No. No, I don't believe that shit. I don't. All you gotta do is relax yourself. Relax yourself. Whatever is on your mind, get that shit out. Go by yourself. Go sit in a nice hot bubble bath. Meditate. Listen to some calm, relaxed jazz music, classical music. Light some candles around you. Start talking to yourself more. Start being by yourself more. Start listening to those voices that you keep avoiding. Start listening to yourself. This is why we don't get the chance to get to know ourselves, because we're so busy listening to psychiatrists. We're so busy listening to therapists. Y'all supposed to be all these Christian and religious people. When y'all gonna start going within your when are y'all gonna start going within yourselves? I'm not gonna sit and pay all this money to go see a psychiatrist and a therapist. And here I am aware that I'm supposed to be a woman of God. I'm supposed to be a woman of Christ. No. I ain't doing that. I work with myself. Whenever I go through stuff, Kanisha, whenever I go through stuff, the first thing that I do, I go sit in me some water. I love bubbles, so I take me a nice hot bubble bath. I want some candles in the bathroom, turn off the light, and I sit in that water, and I just sit there and I just meditate. And the way that I meditate is that I breathe. I don't think about nothing. I don't think about anything. I don't think about nothing. I just breathe in and out. And then when I start to think, I start to talk to myself eternally. I start asking myself questions. I start thinking about the things that I want to do, and I'm sitting in that water and I am meditating on it, and I am so relaxed. Sometimes I can have on some jazz music. Sometimes I can have on some classical music, and I just sit and ask my family. I be sitting in that water for 2 hours in the water. I get lost sitting in there. I sit in there, so just sitting in it. Just sitting in it. Even though I be wrinkled as hell and white as snow when I get out, but I just sit in it. By the time I got out of that water, I know more about myself and more about what I didn't know before I got in it. Water is basically a part of rebirth. We are in water as we speak. So try that, Kanisha. Tonight, try that. You don't even need no candle. Just go get in a nice full bath water. And don't think about nothing. Just sit in it. And don't think about nothing. And then when you start to think, talk to yourself. Ask yourself questions. Talk to your mother. Do all of that in the water. Do it. And you be like, wow, I love water. 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 I love being around water. Actually, I only love water when it comes down to taking a bath. But as far as me going and looking at the ocean and all that, no. I'm more of I like going in the woods. I like going in nature. I don't want to hunt because all them damn insects, but I like to go in nature. And I ain't going to lie to y'all. I don't know how many of y'all is like this before I get off of this live. I don't know how many of y'all is like, I like looking at fire. Whenever I see fire, it's like something in me just, something happens in me. Like, I'm not talking about a house on fire, but I like looking at fire. Fire does something to my spirit or something. It's like, I feel like this intensity in me when I see fire. I don't know. I'd rather look at fire than look at water. I love water when I meditate and when I want to get stressed off, or when I want to get to like learn myself, when I start to When I really need to relieve stress or whatever, I get in water. Whenever I want to relieve anything, I get in. But whenever, like, fire just does something to me. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's like I become one with that fire. I be like, it's like, I don't know. I can't explain it, but I love looking at fire. A lot of people that suffers from severe depression, let me tell you why y'all suffers from severe depression. The reason why y'all suffer from severe depression is because y'all, believe it or not, y'all are basically weak when it comes down to the energy. Your bodies are in tune with the energy of this earth. And the fact that your bodies is so in tune with the energy of this earth, your soul and your spirit recognize that it is not in the right atmosphere that it's supposed to be in. So the fact that your soul and your spirit is fully aware that it's not in the right environment that it's supposed to be in, is going to give you the illusion that you are depressed, you are miserable, you're going to start having minor panic attacks because your soul and your spirit is aware that it's not in the right environment, that it's in the wrong environment. So you're going to be depressed all the time. You're not going to have no energy to do nothing because your spirit and your soul is telling you, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. And the fact that it's so heavy on you is going to make you weak, depressed, miserable. You're going to have mood swings sometimes. Sometimes you ain't going to have no energy. You know what I'm saying? So this is why a lot of people go through depression. Because they are spiritually, and even though they don't know it, because they are not spiritually inclined. But this is the reason why a lot of y'all suffers from anxiety and y'all suffers from depression, because your soul and your spirit is aware that it is not in the right environment. So because it's aware that it's not in its right environment, it don't want to do nothing to try to fit in the environment. If your soul and your spirit knows it belongs in heaven, and it is aware that it is in hell, it's not going to do anything to try to become one with hell. It's going to just like lay there. It's going to lay there like, I don't want nothing to do with hell. So you're going to be lazy. You're going to be moody because you're not where you're supposed to be. You ain't going to want to do nothing. You're going to be depressed. You're going to be miserable. You're going to start having anxiety because your soul and your spirit is aware that it is not in the right environment that it's supposed to be in. So you're going to get depressed. This is why I said we have to make heaven within ourselves. And this is what, and honestly, this is what I'm trying to do now. The fact that we are living in hell, the fact that we are going through trials and tribulations, this is the time for us to find heaven within ourselves. This is the reason why I've been focusing on my YouTube. Because I like talking to people. I like learning, and I like being learned. I like to learn, and I like to teach people, and I like to also learn too. And I love to talk. So instead of me thinking about the world that I know that I don't belong in, that I know that I shouldn't be in, let me see and get all the happiness and all the joy and all the freedom that I can get now while we living in this hell, while we are living in this prison cell. Let me find the freedom within myself, so at least while we are living in this hell, I can have heaven somewhere, even though it may be a little piece, but it's heaven for me. Even though we are living in this firmament, in this box, I still have some freedom somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? But you're right, I do need help, Ross. I do need help, Ross. I do need help. I need a lot of help. I do need help. I do. And I hope you get all the help you need too. I hope you get all the help you need. Because a person that needs help can only recognize another person that needs help. So the fact that you know I need help, that means you need help. Because if you don't need no help, You're not going to identify a person that don't need help. You're only going to be around the people that need help. So you need help too. So I hope you get your help you need first. So, anyway, I'm going to get off of this live. Because I've been on this live for a minute. I'm going to get off of this live. I hope y'all have a good night. I hope y'all have a good night. Oh, let Ross not be in their own little world. Let Ross be in his own little world. Because he's going to be the one left behind. He's going to be the one that when his energy hit this planet, he or she ain't going to know where hit it. And Ross going to be the first one to take them off. Ross going to be the first one in line with their arms sticking out saying, yeah, I'll take it. And Ross don't even know what the hell it is. He's just going to take it. Because they're part of the program. So as of right now, Telly, enjoy the rest of your night also. But I want to say all of this to y'all before I get off of this live. As of right now, use your discernment. Anything that you feel that is not right, it ain't right. Go with you now. Don't go by what other people say or think. Use your own mind. Use your own understanding. If you around people or you in a place and your mind say leave, leave. Listen to your mind. Listen to your mind. Listen to your consciousness. Use your discernment. Okay? This is the time for us to go within ourselves and use the power that we naturally have. Start listening to yourself more. Start doing what you have to do. Because how do you expect to see the power that you have? How do you expect to learn the powers you have when you keep ignoring yourself? You got to start trusting yourself. You got to start trusting yourself. You got to start loving yourself. You got to start knowing yourself. When you start doing those things, you are going to build a relationship with yourself where it's going to be you and your higher self against the world. Because you're going to realize I only got me. I trust me. You understand? So get to know yourself. Love yourself. And know that you are the only person that exists right now. And if y'all have any children, teach your children everything that you know. If you know that if you want your children to be different, if you want to break curses, break the curse. You know, we need to start elevating ourselves. And we can't elevate ourselves if we're doing traditions. It's time to break out of traditions. And it's time to start learning the right way. Because if we go through traditions and through generational things that we've been doing all our lives, all of our great-great-grandparents' lives, we would never learn and grow up. We would never learn and grow up. So sometimes you got to go and break some curses. You got to go and break some traditions in order for you to oh, thank you. Thank you. Do I think that now you're going to ask me that while I'm going to get off of this live. Do I think that aliens are demons? Not all of them, no. I don't think, because I'm an alien. So I don't think that I don't think all aliens are demons. What make you an alien, before I get off of this live corpse, what make you an alien is the being that is not naturally born from Earth. You got a lot of star seeds, right? You have a lot of star seeds that Earth is not their original home. See, Earth is just one of the planets in the stars. Earth is just one of the planets in billions of galaxies, right? So you got a lot of beings that is on Earth right now that was born and raised here. They were planted here. This is their home. So they are considered an Earth seed. Because if anything happened to the planet, this is their home. When this planet become new again, back to the way it was, this is their original home. So you would call Earth seeds, if Earth seeds were to go to another planet, then they would be aliens. You got a lot of beings that is on this planet right now that came from different galaxies. Like the Pleiadians, the Lyrians, the Sumerians, all of them, they are aliens because Earth is not their original homes. The Anunnakis are aliens because this is not the Anunnaki's original home. So you got billions of aliens already on Earth walking in their human body. And a lot of these aliens, a lot of them is not evil. You got some alien that is evil, and you got some alien that isn't evil. You got a lot of aliens are down here to help people evolve, like the Pleiadians. They are aliens, but they are here to help the human beings evolve. You got the Lyrans. They are aliens, and they are here to help humans evolve. You got the Greys. You got the Draconians. They are aliens. They are the bad aliens because they are here to help man become worse. So you got millions of different kinds of aliens. That's why when I tell y'all, ain't no aliens coming here, y'all. Ain't no aliens coming here. The aliens is already here. The aliens are already here. The only thing that's about to happen on this planet is that the aliens are now going to reveal their true selves. And the fact that we are all disguised in a human flesh, you could be to be honest with you, you could actually be corpse. You could actually be a Nephilim, and you don't even know it. I could be a Nephilim. I could be a Pleiadian and don't even know it because I'm disguised in a human body. But if this human body died and I get in my original body that was taken away from me, you're going to realize, well, damn, you always been a Nephilim. That means you are an alien. I've always been a Pleiadian. That means I was an alien in a human body. So we are all aliens. We just don't know who we are yet because we are all disguised in the human body. And what's about to happen, like I've been saying for years, is that we are all about to reveal who we truly are. When this Christ energy hit this planet, the only thing it is doing is revealing to you who you really are. That's it. When Christ energy hit this planet, when the truth hit this planet, it is going to show all of us who we originally is. That's it. Some of us are going to go back to the planet or the galaxy that we came from. You understand? So there's no such thing as aliens coming back on a fucking spaceship, on a mothership. Aliens is already here. Aliens always been here since our existence. It was aliens that fucked up our bodies. The fact that we are the being that we originally, like right now, who we originally is. If we were to see who we really, how should I put it? Right now, if we was a being and we didn't recognize who we were, like right now we are all disguised in the human body, right? What if your real body walk up to you right now? If your real body that is truly yours, that you were taken away from, right? If your real body walked up to you right now, it's not going to look like this. You might run from it because the first thing you're going to think, what? It's an alien, right? Why would you think it's an alien? Because it don't look like this. It don't look like nothing you have ever seen. So the first thing you're going to think is it's an alien. But technically it's not. Technically that's you. You just don't know how you look like. So who we originally are, we are aliens. And the only reason why we call it alien because we don't recognize it. That's it. That's the only thing. That's why they call them aliens. If I was to change right now, like right now, y'all see me looking this way. I get on live. I look completely different when I get on live. Whole new face, every damn thing. Y'all be like, damn, what, you became an alien? No, I'm still Ajita. I just look different. You understand? So aliens have always been on the planet. And it's just that we are all disguised in a human body. That's all. And what's about to happen is when this energy hit this planet, everybody is going to be exposed for who they really are. So if you want to know who you really are, corpse, if you are a Lyran, if you are a Gray, if you are a Draconian, if you are a Sumerian, if you are any of them, you're gonna be revealed who you really are. That's all. And you're gonna get all your powers back that you originally supposed to have because who and where you come from. That's all. So don't stop believing that shit, y'all. Ain't no aliens coming back. Ain't no aliens coming. The aliens is already here. You indeed is a fucking alien. We are aliens. You don't know who you originally is. You don't know who you is. All you know is you a human being living on earth. You don't know who you really are underneath this damn flesh. You don't know who you really are. You could have came from another galaxy, another planet. You don't know who you are. You only know what you was told. You're a human being and you was made by God. That's all you know. So we always been here. Hey Frank, how are you? We always been, aliens always, but what they is going to do, they're going to put on a show for y'all. They're going to put on a show for y'all and give y'all a big ass show. Y'all going to see aliens in the sky. Project Bluebeam going to fuck a lot of people's minds up. But the thing about it is, people, before I get off of this live, y'all got to know what Project Bluebeam really is. Because everything that we're about to see ain't going to come from Project Bluebeam. It's like every time when I turn around now, when people see some abnormal shit, people see some surreal shit, the first thing they say, oh, look, that's AI. That's not real. Everything ain't AI. This is why they're using AI to fuck with our minds. Because right now, you don't know the difference between AI and real life. And the fact that a lot of people don't know the difference. Every time you turn around and they see a video or they see something that looks too unreal or supernatural, oh, that's AI. No, everything ain't AI, boo-boo. Everything ain't AI. This earth is more supernatural than what you think. This is why we gotta get our discernment up. We gotta know who we are, where we are. Because if they keep pushing AI at us, eventually you're not gonna know the real from the fake. This is why they are doing this, because when Christ comes, a lot of people ain't gonna know Christ when they see it or feel it. Everything around us is designed to happen the way it's supposed to happen, because they know what's about to happen on this planet. You got a lot of people that's about to see Christ, and they're gonna be like, "No, that's AI. That ain't real." Just like with the weather, man creates weather. Our weather is so bad right now, we don't know if it's naturally from God or is Elon Musk playing with the weather system. We don't know, because they do it so much. Now when we have a big ass storm and it take away a whole city, we don't know if it's Elon Musk and his team or that God really did do that. We don't know the difference now, because they fucked us. And they do this for a reason. Because when Christ hit this planet, there's going to be a lot of people that say, nah, that ain't Christ. And they're going to walk the hell on. And when all the while it was. Because this is why they do us this way. They manipulate our minds. So that case, we can have so much doubt until when the truth actually prevails, we ain't going to know real from the fake. So, I'm going to get off of this live. Again, because the more I say I'm going to get off, the more I talk. And, weather manipulation, they've been doing it since our existence. And honestly, the Great Flood, the first reset, that didn't come from God. That was weather manipulation. Sorry to break that to you. God didn't flood the earth. Nope. That was weather manipulation. So, y'all have a great night. No, I don't think I'm coming back on tonight. I know, right? Unfortunately, it's more likely that Elon Musk, you see? And the thing about it is they've been doing it so much until we don't know natural God's weather than man-made weather. So imagine when the Christ actually do come here. Think about this, people, when I get off of this live. Think about that, people. I know y'all be talking shit to me and talking about me on this live, but think about that shit. Think about how much they have manipulated our minds since we've been alive on this earth. And think about when Christ actually hit this planet. A lot of people is not going to know what it is. A lot of people is not going to know. They're going to think it's AI. They're going to think it's man-made. They're going to think they're not going to know. Why? Because they've been doing things so much until we ain't going to know the difference. Like right now, they've been telling us about aliens for a few years now. They got video footages of different aliens running in backyards and shit. And we take that shit as a joke. We making songs and memes about the shit because they've been doing it for so long until it's like, damn. So what if aliens actually do come out? And we actually see we actually see a draconian come out of the fake body. Like if we actually see a draconian come out of the human body and it's a real draconian standing there. And it is now exposed for what it truly is. We're going to think that that's a damn mask. We're not going to think that's a real draconian standing in front of us because we done seen different aliens for so many years until if we actually have one standing in front of us, we're going to look at it and look at it like it's stupid. We ain't even going to run. Because they created so much doubt in us until it's like, all right. That's why on Halloween, I stay my ass in the house. Fuck that. Half of these, when y'all go on Halloween, half of the time, if these beings come out and be their true selves on Halloween, y'all think that that's E.T. They ain't no motherfucking E.T. You better take your ass in the house for E.T. Eat your ass up. I don't fuck around.
Stop.
I don't fuck around. Not no. Hell no.
No, don't lick
Oh. No. You got the right name, Parasite. You already annoyed within yourself because you a fucking parasite. Get the fuck off of my life. Y'all have a great night. And I'll probably be back on live tomorrow. I'm going, Ross, I'm not going to say what I want to say because my grandbaby is behind me, but all I'm going to say is you have a great night. Telly and Real and everybody that supports me, I love you all. Have a great night. I'm going to watch me a movie probably. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to chill. You too, Frank. You enjoy your night. All y'all have always, I love you. Y'all be good.